Norman, how are we doing? Chicken, what is good, my friend? What is the happy joy for the day?
You're watching Wits. Just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're playing in right way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits.
And good late evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Slightly After Dark. Well, really, it's like lots of After Dark. I see we don't have a lot of people in on the channel. I told you guys we were going to start very, very late today. I warned everybody for the past month, and there's a reason for that. Well, actually, there was two reasons for that. One was that I did know Nerdy was doing his women's SCW. If you guys haven't watched it, I think he's still running. Make sure you guys go check out The Nerdy Effect right now. If you guys are into the WWE 2K19, just don't put the women in the table match. Don't do it. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to warn you guys, I'm going to be a little loopy because I did not get a nap today. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. So we're going to see what happens. But I hope everybody's doing well as you join us on the one, the only live interactive game show live on Twitch, on YouTube, on Mixer, on StreamMe, and a few other sources like Vaughn and who am I forgetting? Periscope and a few others. But I hope you guys are having a very, very, very good towards the end of the week. Very good no shave-ember. Yep, we're kind of joining in. You can't really tell though in this light because I go gray in the beard, and so it's kind of like hard to notice. But like I said, guys, for those of you that are here, we are doing a very late, long stream today. And there's a reason for that, because in about an hour, your host basically turned just under 50. Yeah. So we decided we were going to show you kids just how stamina is important in the real world. Well, okay, in the streaming world. I seriously thought about putting up a donation page for this, and I'm like, no, not yet, because I haven't done a marathon show in forever. So it was kind of like, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Depending on how this goes, we may see about getting one done in the near future. Don't know when, but it would be soon if this one works tonight. But, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the one, the only live interactive game show where you guys are the contestants, you guys are the players, you guys are the winners, you guys are the prize winners. That's right, folks. Every episode we give away smalls, we give away larges, we give away collectibles, some of which you can see behind me right here, and some you can't, and then some very, very brand new ones. That's right, we have some very, very brand new prizes that are not in the prize pile, but they will be at some point during the show. They'll actually get put in later during the show, and we're going to show some of them off. Actually, we're going to show all of them off, and then we're going to show something that I want to keep for myself, but I don't think I can bring myself to hold on to it. I don't think I can bring myself to hold on to it. So, if I do any yawning, I'm going to apologize. I got the coffee sort of upstairs. Problem is the coffee pot never stays on as long as I like, so I'm going to have to like do some backwards, forwards, running ups and downs, and sort of like everybody's life. You have your ups and your downs. We did make one major change for tonight's episode, as you guys will see very shortly. Is I don't do the puzzles anymore, because as you guys see over here, there's that big blank space. Um, I was going to try to get some puzzles made for today, but I just never found the time to do it. I mean, I spent all day when I got home from the office, um, basically working on some of the games, some of the question files for the trivia, and it was one of those cases of I just could. There's not enough hours in a day. There really aren't. I need my own question writing staff is what I need, because I have so many questions in my Excel file. I have broken Excel 6 or 7 dozen times in the past 2 days. Or actually, let's see. This is Thursday. I'm trying to count now in my head. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and part of today. So I've literally spent 4.5 days working on some of the question files, and I actually only got them done for 4 games. Believe it or not, I'm kind of thankful I have some older question files that we haven't used for some of the trivia games. But a lot of what happens will depend on how many people show up to compete to actually win physical prizes. And again, some of the stuff that you guys can win, and I always pull this one out just because it's right there. For example, you could win from the Hamilton Plate Collection with the Certificate of Authenticity. You could win the Star Wars plate with R2-D2 and the Ewok. You could win. What do I want to pull off? Give me 1 second, guys. You could win things such as Bluto, or D-Day, or Seamus, or you could win die-cast cars, glassware, statues, you name it. We have a little bit of everything. That's always our goal, is to try to keep as many people interested by saying, I want that, or I want that, or I want that. And like I said, today we're going to show off some of the stuff that we picked up last weekend that you guys can actually win. Again, most of what I'm going to show you is not in the prize pile yet, but hopefully before the end of whatever time I stop streaming in the morning, some of them will be in. So, with that, we're going to show off a couple of the things right now that I have laying out to the side. And I laid them out to the side just because I don't have anywhere to put them. I don't have anywhere to put them at the moment. So I'm still trying to figure out where to put all the new stuff I bought. So, like I said, every month I do go to what they call the Toy Man Show. I call it the collectible show, the nerdy collectible show. That's what I call it, because you pick up nerdy collectibles. But occasionally you pick up those off-the-wall items. And one of the off-the-wall items is something I've had a version of here before, and I saw it at the show, and I could not pass it up. Couldn't do it. I've given one of these away before, and I'm like, when you can find one that's actually in the box, it's like, I can't resist. I can't resist. You guys may remember for a while, we had a little mascot of the pterodactyl. And we actually picked up a brand new pterodactyl. He does work according to the dealer. He just needs new batteries in him. But it's actually the complete box. So it even includes his little spittoon. So there is his spittoon that he actually spits out. And supposedly this thing makes like 20 different sounds. The one I had only made about 4. So I'm almost wanting to like take him out of the box and put the batteries in. But he's tied down, and I never untie a prize before his time. We never untie a prize before his time. So we cannot put the new battery in Pterodactyl. But Yoda's Dream Girl, if you are watching, I know Paige wanted the last one. She'll get a chance if she's around. She will get a chance if she's around. But yeah, he's so cute and adorable, but he's not the co-host tonight. We don't actually have a co-host. Although I probably should have put one up just so I've like when I like get really really tired, I could put somebody on camera. And here comes the pussycat. And I gotta move some stuff to get to one of these. I gotta think about this. Because I have shown off before the Napoleon Dynamite figures, but why not show them again since they're right here? So again, guys, these are some of the things that you could possibly win. We have Pedro. Vote for Pedro. We have Napoleon himself. And let me get this over there. And we have Kip. So those are three that I am going to get in the prize pile before too long tonight, because they definitely need to go in. But I'm going to set those boys off to the side for the moment. And then we're going to show off my Pride and Joy pickup. Well, not yet. Almost, but not yet. But while we're waiting, I figure it's time to show you guys one of the small changes that we made for tonight and for tonight only. Because basically I already know that I know these changes aren't going to hold because Streamlabs is a pain in the butt. So I know they're not going to hold. And I got to resize some stuff here, so bear with me, guys. Problem is I resized most of this beforehand, and then there were like one or two that I just didn't get around to doing it for. Alright, so we're going to shrink this down just a smidge. Something doesn't look quite right there, but I can live with that for now. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to put this on that one. So where was I? So yeah, like I said, I'm going to keep showing off some stuff, and then we'll get into the games and the trivia tonight and the word games and everything else that we have planned. As you guys can see in the upper corner, we have moved the four-letter word. And the reason I moved the four-letter word was because I kind of felt like I needed something puzzle-wise or game-wise on every screen. Even when we're... Which word I'm looking for? Even when we're doing other games. So what you guys see... come here, you little window. So what you guys see all the way over there in the far corner of the board is our actual four-letter word puzzle. And what we are looking for is a four-letter word that reads straight down the center from top to bottom. Each letter completes the appropriate word going across the board. So for instance, if you thought it was corn, like Sea Chicken always says on every first guess, it would be toque, moth, pars, and knave. 4 words, maybe 4 words, maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe 1. But it would be the word corn, and that's what we'd be looking for our 4-letter word puzzle on the board. So, like I said, we're going to show off a few more things that we picked up for you guys. And a couple of them I liked really well just because they were different, and a couple I liked just for the nostalgia purposes. So the next thing that we are going to show off, and like I said, so far the only thing we've shown off is the pterodactyl. Oh, thank you, Red. Much appreciated. So, with that, we're going to show off the first new item we picked up for you guys. So if Aaron shows up late, you guys can like brag to him, yep, you've seen the new prizes and he wasn't here to see them. So we picked up from the movie version, or the late movie version, we picked up from Planet of the Apes, we picked up a tar. Ta-da! This is from the Hasbro collection, and it is from 2001. I've seen this on eBay going anywhere from like $8 to $30, and I got it for somewhere between the two, but I'm not going to say where. But that is the Atar 8. There we go. Me 8. And it looks pretty damn amazing in the box. It really, other than the dust, I love that he's got the club with it. I love that he's got the club. But yeah, this is actually from the 2001 Mark Wahlberg movie version. And I just got it because I got it kind of a package deal. Hello, Fallen! Or is it Mrs. Fallen at the moment? I'm going to assume it's Fallen at the moment. So yeah, that actually came from the 2001 movie version. That is the Atar Planet of the Apes 8. There we go. Like I said, we'll push him right up there for you guys. So that is the second prize. Now, when I went looking, I was looking for both larges and smalls, and I'll be honest, I couldn't find many smalls. I really couldn't. So I actually picked up a mystery bag. And for $5, you can't go wrong. So I basically spent 25 cents per comic book for this. And there's a couple in here I really like, and there's like a title of one I really love. And I'm going to show that off for you guys here in a second. But yeah, you can't go wrong for like 25 cents a comic book, right? You can't go wrong. And, well, I can if I don't throw them on the floor. Ah! That was not what I had intended to do. Because my other nice prize was like sitting over there blocking everything. So we're gonna show off some of these, and I haven't broken them down yet. So we're gonna have you guys kind of help me break them down a little. So for instance, we have X-Man. That is the name of the comic book. It is X-Man. And the cover doesn't do it for me on this one. The cover really doesn't do it for me. But like I said, you're playing, you're basically mystery comics, 25 cents each. It's like, all right, not bad, not bad. And then we had picked up Savage. I can't even hold on to anything right now. Savage Namor. Savage Namor was one that we picked up. Shadows Evil. And like I said, because I've already looked at most of the covers, and most of these are protected. There's a couple that are not. It's like, yeah, okay. Then we have Phantom of the Zone Superman Annual. No number on this, but it is from 1998. I'm not a big Superman guy. I am not a big Superman fan. I don't like my superheroes being all powerful like Superman. But yeah, it's like the phantoms of the zone are haunting Superman. And then we picked up, now this cover I like. This cover I like. I gotta put it in a protector very, very quickly. But it's, buy this book or do I shoot this guy? And that is, I think that's Lobo. Kind of iffily drawn, but it's like one of those. That cover I actually do like. just because it's Lobo saying, "Do I shoot this guy?" And then we have and I don't know anything about this guy. We have Nomad. I keep forgetting I can't put it as close to the camera as I had intended. We have Nomad. And I'm trying to save this one till the end. And where's the good cover? I know there was one I really liked. I just have to find. Oh, here it is. Now this is one of those comics that I was a fan of, and I don't know why I was, but I was always a fan of Youngblood. I was always a fan of Youngblood. I had a couple of his. I don't have them anymore. But it's basically when you have babes with muscles, you can't go wrong, right? Can't go wrong. So that's another one that's I got to throw in the protector. So we'll get to that. And then I'm trying to save that one till the end. Where's the one? And then everybody, every school kid's every school kid's favorite female superhero when I was a kid was Rogue. And we got Rogue. And I'm trying to figure I've got no clue who the villainess is here. But she's got Rogue beat down and she's stepping on her. I like that one. That one I like. But anything that was slightly embossed in a cover was always a bonus. And when it was always that eye catcher. All right, I got to show off the weird title one because this was one of my favorite things to come out of this. All right, you guys know that they have made the famous yellow books, the Dummy's Guide to Windows, the Dummy's Guide to this, the Dummy's Guide to that. Believe it or not, they made a comic book with the same title. They made a comic book called A Dummy's Guide to Danger. It is such a horrible looking character on the cover that is like, this was honestly, I think, one of my favorite titles I've ever seen for a comic book. A Dummy's Guide to Danger. That's basically every comic book in the world. And now just to show you how old a couple of these are, this is Brigade. And again, like I said, when you do a random thing, you're going to get comics you don't know a thing about. But just to show you how old this one is, on the back it has the Raw is War promo. Taker, Yokozuna, Scott Hall, Bret Hart, Lex Luger, Diesel of all people, not Kevin Nash, Diesel, Luna, and one of the all-time greats, Owen Hart, the King of Hearts. And let's see what else we have. Like I said, I gotta save the good one. And then this has to be, because Nerdy sent me a bunch of comic books and he knows I love the old school type covers and the old school type comic look. From Impact Comics, we have the Fly. We've had the Wasp, the Ant. Nobody told me we had a Fly. I don't know anything about him. But it's just like, it's got that old school feel to it. It really, really does. And on the back, if you're a Kiss fan, there you go. Kiss Revenge. Alright. And let's see what else did we have in here. And like I said, can't go wrong with any of these. Now, if anybody remembers there's always been Marvel. There's always been DC, and one of the great independent comics has been, and there are actually two in here, which kind of sucks, is Dark Horse with Rebel. Now, I don't know if any, yeah, it was about 1990. I don't know anything about him, but when you got a superhero and his logo is a heart, it's like, maybe this is Delve in disguise. What do you think? You think that might be Delvikins in disguise? And yes, it's Delvikins. It is not Delvy Pants, as much as Nerdy would dare me to say otherwise. And Darkseid is not here, but there was actually a couple of normal. There's the Green Lantern from Action. I don't know. With a whole bunch of pluses in there. Nightwing, Catwoman, Superman, Black Canary, and the Phantom Stranger. I love the Phantom Stranger. So I'm kind of like wanting to open this one just to see how much he's in there. And then we have, let's see, what else do we have here? Then we have from Valiant Comics. It's one of those other great independent ones, at the least at the time. We have Time Walker. And he's got the cannon in front of him and the cavalry behind him. It's like, oh shit, between a rock and a hard place. We are between a rock and a hard place on that one. And like I said, I wish I knew as much about comics as certain other people did. But it's like, I never had time to read them, never had time to buy them. Then we have another Superman, and it's the Blue Superman. I think this is one. I think this is one of the alternate ones. And I'm trying to figure out who the big guy is. I'm trying to figure out who the cop is in the Blue Superman shirt. All right, and then let's see what else we have here. I'm getting close to the end of the comics because, like I said, there were only 20 in the pile. Now, here's the funny thing. I don't know whether to laugh or cry at three things on here. Okay? This is from Marvel Comics. And everybody knows about the Infinity Gauntlet, right? Everybody knows about the Infinity Gauntlet. Did you know they had an Infinity Watch? Warlock and the Infinity Watch. I don't know if it's the watch or if that's a group of people. I hadn't figured that out yet. I'm kind of hoping it's like an actual clock watch. That's what I'm hoping. But the funny thing is, and this is again from Marvel Comics, and I'm going to say this one is like a horrible cover. But any cover that has Pip, that's his name, Pip, as your bad guy, it's like, all right, that works. It does. I'm super bad. And your name, sir? Pip. I can see the heroes just laughing at him. But it is part of and Nerdy, if you are here, you can tell me. I don't remember an Infinity Crusade, but those were the three things I actually noticed about it. But yeah, whoever this Pip guy is, like way down here in the pile, there's Wolverine. He's had his ass kicked. I thought I saw Rogue in the pile, but I'm not sure. Let's see, who else is in there? And they got the Hulk. He's all beat up. Got beat by Pip. So I have no idea who did that. All right, and then you start to think they get desperate to name superheroes. This is what I think. I swear it was They got a dartboard, and they put a bunch of big adjective words on one dartboard and like words for groups and teams on another. Marvel put together Fantastic Force. They've already got the Fantastic Four. Now they need a Fantastic Force? Really? Really? I'm trying to see what if there was a year on this one. But this has to be the 1980s because coming to a theater near you is Double Dragon. Anybody remember that horrible movie? I know you guys got to remember that horrible movie. But let's see, what was I? There was something in here I was looking at and I had to laugh about. Oh, there it is, right there. It wasn't laugh, it was just more like Sega and the Power Rangers. I saw it because this is one of those few ones I actually had flipped open just to glance at, and I'd seen that, and it was like, wow. Okay, we're talking older comics, but again, I don't. Oh, 1994. Okay, so it's not as old as I thought it was. I thought it was the 80s. For some reason, I thought the Double Dragon movie came out in the 80s. I guess not. See, this is what happens when you get older. And then we had, and like I said, I'm trying to say the two I really like. Then we have Masters of the Universe. That's what they put, and it's kind of hard to show. Or Master of the Universe. Rebels 95 with a kid holding the glove. Got no idea who he is. Got no idea. But I think I get more fun of looking at the ads in them more so than the comics. Because, where is it? Mad TV. I love Mad TV. To me, Mad TV was better than Saturday Night Live. But like I said, I have more fun looking at comics lately for the back covers, more so than the front covers, honestly, just to see what I was missing. And then we have Spanner's Galaxy. So again, don't know, never heard of them before, but 25 cents, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. But it's almost like it's almost like a Guardians of the Galaxy group set before there were Guardians of the Galaxy. And for those of you that don't remember, and you guys know I brag about the Commodore 64. Hey, South was good. We have Ghostbusters, the video game. All right, nerdy, have yourself a good one. I know you got to go to work in the morning. I get tomorrow off actually, or yeah, tomorrow because we still got half an hour left. Then we get to my two favorites, and this cover I absolutely love. This cover I am a huge fan of, just because of how it's drawn. From Eclipse Comics, we have Aztec Ace. And you got the Aztec warrior or high priestess. And in the knife, you got the gunslinger. I absolutely love this cover. This is my favorite cover out of all of them. Oh, nerdy, before you go, let me do the last one. And I got something I do want you to see if you were still here. Oh, here. And I promise I'll be really quick. And then we have a decade of Dark Horse, one of the greatest independent comics, featuring aliens, Outlanders, Nexus, and The Mask. So that one I love. Dark Horse, like I said, to me is the greatest independent comic of all time. All right, Nerdy, I'm going to show you this real quick since you are here. Remember how we were talking about finding some of our favorite childhood things? I finally found one. And this is the object I so don't want to put in the prize pile, but I do. And the guy told me he and his son actually have used this, so I know it works. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't remember, one of the greatest toys of all time, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I actually found this at the toy show. The guy basically said he had it in his cupboard, his closet. He and his son would play it all the time. It still works. This is the 2003 version, so it is not the older original version. But I have been looking for this forever. So I seriously thought about keeping this one and like setting it up and just one day having the camera pointing at the Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and every so often I just walk over and like have one of them punch the other. And they won't throw the table out of the ring 1,000 times. Sorry, I had to make fun of the ladies. But yeah, this is the actual. This is actually the 2003 version. So like I said, it's not the original one. But for what I got this for, I could not pass it up. I could not pass this up at all. And like I said, the guy swears up and down it works. He swears up and down it works. I think this is actually my favorite thing that I actually picked up at the entire show. But yeah, Nerdy, I definitely wanted you to see that one before you headed off to bed. If he saw it. If not, telling his childhood is here. Hello, Fallen. What's good, my friend? How are we doing? Alright, so I am going to put the comic books back in the bag for now until I figure out how to sort them. And I'm not done yet, folks. I am not done yet. So we're going to put those over there so they're kind of out of the way, and hopefully they won't go falling all over the place. First place where you show your age is like in your head, because you kind of think less and do more. Alright, so now I gotta go get the big box. Or the big box. So bear with me 1 minute. When I get the tub of goodies. That's what we're calling them. We're calling them the tub of goodies. Stamp. We'll start with. Damn it! I'm still making a mess of stuff around here. Yeah. And I gotta be careful because I have one prize sitting up there. So, I don't know if anybody knows anything about Gintama Shirayasha. If you know anything about this, please feel free to let me know in the chat. But I actually picked up the bust. Oh, it's taped up. I can't open it. Of Creator X Creator. I've never heard of it, but the guy was basically just trying to clear out his shelves. And so we actually picked up for you guys I think this is like 5 inches. I think this is the 5-inch bust of Gintama Shirayasha. So if anybody knows anything about this, I haven't done any research on it yet, but it is actually the actual Japanese statue, because that's all written in Japanese, and I can't read Japanese. I can't read a word of it, and like I said, I have not opened this, and I'm kind of reluctant to, because like I said, I always prefer giving out prizes in their original boxing with their original tape when I can. But that one we may have to open just to make sure it's all in one piece. Because like I said, you're always taking a gamble in that one. But we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We also picked up for you guys. And like I said, we try to cover all the bases. Uh, we picked up from Weta Workshop. Please, Mr. Frodo, please throw the ring in the volcano. We actually picked up Frodo Baggins from the Lord of the Rings movie. We picked up Frodo Baggins from the Lord of the Rings movie, and I literally got this for like a buck and a half or something like that. Because, like I said, the guy was literally clearing off his table. Or no, $3. I think it was like $3. So I couldn't resist. I could not resist. I almost never have anything from Lord of the Rings. But when you got Frodo Baggins and he has Sting with him, oh, there, let's see if you guys can see the sword. It's like, okay, that one works. So we have Frodo Baggins, and again, none of these are in the prize pile yet. They will be at some point tonight. That's like I said, I think that's the first Lord of the Rings item I've ever had in the prize pile, or maybe the second, because I think I gave away a Lord of the Rings chess set. So I think it's only the second thing I've ever had for Lord of the Rings. And then we picked up from the Suicide Squad, from the movie, we picked up the Enchantress. And this was the GameStop exclusive one. And like I said, it was basically one of those, just help me clear out my table. So I'm like, all right, I'll help him clear out his table, and I claim that. All right, and then where do we go next? And now these I kind of rescued, and the only thing that disappointed me was I came up one short from the set. I was hoping to get all 5 of them, but I was only able to pull out 4 of them because that's all they had. If you guys remember, let's get this sticker off of here because we don't need this sticker on here. If you guys remember Wildcats, how many of you guys remember the cartoon Wildcats? Just curious. The other one? And like I said, I grabbed these because basically some of the packaging was already coming open, and it was they were bent up, so you can see kind of like they're kind of creased. But I'm like, all right, I'll take all 4 of them. So we picked up 4 of the Wildcats collection, and the only one I think I did not get was Warblade, I think. Let me see. No, Grifter. Grifter is the only one I didn't get. So we had Zealot from the Wildcats. There we go. And we had, and this was the reason I actually went for all 4 of them. Then we had Spartan, pretty much the leader of them. And we had the big brute, Maul. And this one actually looks, I mean, like I said, the card is bent and torn a little. But I'm like, we'll take it. We'll probably put these in the smalls because of the bent cards and stuff. And then my favorite character of the Wildcats, Warblade. He was actually one of my favorite characters. Yes, the comic book Wildcats, not the cartoon one. Although I'm trying to remember. I think they had a lot of them pretty much all the same. But everything is in there. It's just the cards are bent and it's like it's slightly coming off the card. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna rescue these. So I actually rescued them. And like I said, the thing I remember was Wildcats was one of the first where they put the little bio cards on the back of the cards. I think these were like some of the first ones that did it. I'm not sure if G.I. Joe had done it before them, but it's like, because there was the Warblade description, and there's the Maul description. Ta-da! And the others are definitely the same, but we're still getting to the good stuff. So like I said, I am very thrilled with what I picked up for you guys. And again, most of these are not in the prize pile yet. Most of them will be. Like I said, the only one I'm not sure about is the Rock'em Sock'em Robot. And then I picked up 2 buckets for my Mousetrap gang. I'm going to see if that makes the set complete and work. I'm hoping it does, but I don't know yet. Because I think he might have given me the wrong bucket. He might have given me the wrong buckets for it. Alright. And then, let's see what's in it. Alright, this was another one of those batch jobs. So, we definitely picked up some smalls here. And we picked up from the Super Friends cartoon, we picked up Batman and Robin. And again, these will definitely be going in the smalls. They were the only 2 they had. I was hoping they had more and I would have bought more from them. But you take what you can get, right? And then we picked up from Rick and Morty. There you go. From the Rick and Morty collection. It's only... And this is... I'm trying to remember which one this is. But this is one of those where you put it together and you put all the pieces together and they make a full set. Let's see. But yeah, it's like the Lego pieces, the little mini Legos. Can't remember what they were called though. Instruction set. I thought they had a name for these things. But I didn't know because I didn't realize McFarlane was the one that actually set them. I don't either, Sea Chicken. I thought they were going to sign Brandon Marshall, but we'll see. Like I said, they need somebody that can go over the middle and actually catch some stuff. And I told myself I was not going to buy any Star Wars stuff. I told myself I was not going to buy any Star Wars stuff. So what do? I go buy some Star Wars stuff from Micro Machines. But this is the R2-D2 snow set. This is the R2-D2 snow set. And it's literally, R2-D2 just literally unfolds and makes a small mini scene. And it's like, dude, less than $5? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is one, I gotta decide if I'm gonna put that in the largest. I think it'll go in the largest with most of the other Star Wars stuff. Especially considering it's R2-D2. R2-D2 is always popular. Yeah, like I said, I thought they were going to go for Brandon Marshall. I'm not complaining about Dez, because I know Dez will go over the middle. But I really thought they were going to sign Brandon Marshall. And then we picked up a pop. And somebody said I needed more WWE stuff. So we picked up Kevin Owens. Fight, Kevin, fight. He's probably the only true heel on the WWE roster except for Shayna Baszler. I think they're the only 2 true heels that are out. Maybe Ciampa. So we actually picked up the Kevin Owens pop. That will be going into the piles. Yeah, but they let him go because they needed speed, bodies with speed. All right. I think I'm missing Actually, I know I am. I know I'm missing some stuff. Give me a minute. Because I don't want to show these off just yet. Those are the big finales. Give me 1 second, guys. I know I'm missing some stuff now. I just have to figure out where they went. I had 3 more items that I definitely picked up that I wanted to show off. I need to figure out where they disappeared to. Since I left them upstairs and didn't bring them down, I don't think I forgot anything. Oh, there they are. I knew I brought them down here. Alright. I knew I'd brought them down before. Alright. So, next on the list, one of the best Frank Miller adaptations to film is none other than Sin City. Alright, Walrus, I'll be nice and spin the wheel for you. And we'll see what Walrus gets. Or Sea Chicken gets, rather. Oh, it is like... Oh. That is so close. See, that is literally like just short of the line. It cannot get in. I had to look really hard. That is just short of the line. That is a no prize by a hair. By a hair. It is, oh, that is as close as you can get without getting anything. Ah. Oh. All right, so like I said, guys, one of my favorite comics to TV or comic to movie films was Sin City, and I've only ever had 2 Sin City items in the prize pot. One is back there, which is one of the glasses, and the other one was a bobblehead statue of Marv. Well, I managed to pick up a few Sin City items. We picked up Minute. Whoop, there we go. Gotta make sure I put it on camera. That is Minute. I love this character. I loved it. Yeah, Sin City 2, not so much. Sin City 1 was absolutely fantastic. And then we picked up Bruce Willis's Hardigan. And you know these are all going in the largest. You know that. And we picked up, of course, Marv. You gotta have a Marv, right? If you got Sin City stuff and you don't have a Marv, there's no point in selling your Sin City stuff. So I actually got 3 out of the 5. Or wait. Marv, which one is this one? I guess there were 6 in the series. Because I was looking at the box and it's like the Jessica Alba one is like really goofy looking. It really is goofy looking. The one I was hoping to get was that one right there. But they didn't have that one. that one, I love the look on the box. I love the look on the box of this one. So it was like I was just so hoping. But what I love about these packages is the photos on the sides. There's Marv, and we got the shots of everybody's eyes. And then we have Cardigan right there. These to me are freaking amazing pieces. But they're not the best things I picked up. Alright. One thing you guys know is I like going for big stuff if I can get big stuff. Well, every time I've gone to the toy show, I've always avoided this one table because it's always been like if I did it, it was going to break my budget. Well, they finally were like, we're going to sell some stuff for real. We're going to give you guys some deals on some of the stuff. So I finally went through and picked up a number of the busts that they had. And I managed to pick up 4 of them. And I got them all for like about 17 bucks each or something like that. So when you're getting a Marvel mini bust for 17 bucks, that's a win. So we picked up Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow bust. And I've already given away like a few of these busts. Let's see, we've given away Long Shot. We've got the Silver Age. The Silver Age Green Lantern still over there, Alan Scott. We've still got the Fantastic Four Sue Storm over there. But yeah, when I get busts like this, Jonah Hex we've given away. So let's see, we've given away Jonah Hex, we've given away Longshot, or Lillian, not Jonah Hex. I'm trying to think of who else we've given away. I know there was another couple of them. But these are like some of my favorite larges to pick up when I can get them. But it's like, I've always had to be like very, very cautious when I've bought them because they will always cost a fortune. So we picked up the Black Widow. And we picked up, and this is one I really love, and I really would love to take it out. The problem is it's bubble sealed. You know, that plastic bubble sealing. And it is actually very heavy for what size it is. But we actually picked up the 1940 Shield scaled replica of the original Captain America shield. This, and like I said, this sucker is it's heavier than all the other busts together. But yeah, that was the one I really, really wanted to give away as a prize. Because let's see, what if I've given away one Captain America item, and Captain America I've always said is like my number 2 superhero. Actually, I'll say, yeah, number 2, because it's Batman, then Captain America. But yeah, so when you get something like that, yes, 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 yes. That I call a win. And then, we're not done yet. We got 2 more items to show off. So I gotta move these so I don't knock them over. The cat doesn't knock them over. We also picked up, and this is the great one. Again, I got this for 17 bucks, approximately. Who likes bad guys? I just want to know, who likes the bad guys in the comics? I think I'm going to save him for last. I'll save him for last. Although I can do either or. Yeah, this was definitely a cleanup one. This was one where it's like this shopping trip. When I first looked at it, it's like and then I went back and I looked at everything, and I'm like, dude, this was freaking amazing. And this one's actually heavier now that I'm picking it up. I don't remember it being this heavy when I picked it up. From Earth X, for those of you that don't know, that's like one of the alternate Spider-Man worlds, or one of the alternate Marvel worlds. We picked up Deathlock. We picked up Deathlock right there. And let's see. Colonel Luther Manning was the victim of war gangs played in the mid-'80s. He lost over 2/3 of his body. But yeah, that one is absolutely incredible. It's actually pretty damn heavy. I don't remember it being this heavy. And like I said, it's still taped up, which I assume means the styrofoam's still in there, which means this thing is in one piece, hopefully. But then we come to the great pickup. I'm gonna tell you guys, when Marvel first started making busts, I saw this and I wanted it. But nobody was selling it for like less than 75, 80 bucks. Nobody. It is not that heavy, but she is a thing of beauty. Because I've seen it out of the box. Not this one, but I have seen one out of the box. And like I said, so if you like your bad guys, so we've had the Black Widow, we've had Deathlock, and then we have the Juggernaut. And like I said, I've seen this thing go for like 75 or 80 bucks previously. And I got it for like under 20. Oh yeah, I'm a very, very happy camper. But yeah, this is one I've seen a long time and I've always wanted him. Whether it was for me or the prize pile, it didn't matter. But yeah, that one is freaking, that is a gorgeous figure. I don't remember who sculpted this one. Oh, this was a Randy Bowen one. Okay. Because there's Alex Rice, Randy Bowen, and there's one other guy that are the ones that you always go looking for. Randy Bowen, Alex Rice, and I can't think of the third sculptor now. It'll come to me. But yeah, the best part was I'm listening to the guys that are selling, and they're like, we just can't move these things at what we're charging. So it's like, it was literally, prices were like dropping like a rock. And I'm like, dude, if I get paid right, I can go back and get up some more next month. But I gotta go Christmas shopping for Bubbles next month. So I have to behave myself a little bit more. So we shall see. So yeah, like guys, that was a heck of a collectible run. That was a heck of a collectible run. God, I wish I could remember who that third sculptor is now. Because I never really paid attention until I started looking at those. And then I talked to Darkseid. Let me see. Let me check something. I want to see if this other one is because I still have, and this one's actually the porcelain. This one I still have, which is the Alan Scott Golden Age Green Lantern. So that one I still have. And like I said, I've got the Sea Storm over here somewhere. And like I said, I do know that this one is, this is the one that was like, Thomas Kuntz. That was the other one. So there's the Thomas Kuntz ones. This is the one I know because they showed me that it was slightly broken. But when it stood up, you can't tell. That one I do know is slightly abused. So yeah, like I said, I'm thrilled by the pickups. And then I picked up something else for myself. No, it's more like my poor studio. I have no room anymore. You guys need to win stuff, which is why we're doing kind of a longer episode tonight. So we're gonna hope we get some new bodies in here while we're doing it. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now official. Your host is 1 year from 50 years old as of right now. It is 12 o'clock midnight, which means... Oh, where did it go? So that means happy birthday to the old guy. Yay! But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here and have sat through the basics, welcome to Wits. We are the only live interactive game show where you guys can actually win prizes. And again, nobody's gotten the 4-letter word yet. Here's the good thing. The reason I did this is because I'm going to keep that one up there till somebody does get it. And then as soon as somebody gets it, I can actually just go to the next slide and change the word in the bot, and I can just keep going. Yep, it's happy birthday. Birthday. Happy birthday. So all of this should be going in the prize pile today. We shall see. And now I just got to start making room for everything so I can see the screen, because everything is like in the way of my screen. So we're going to put some of this stuff back in the box for now. And like I said, even the tiny smalls were freaking amazing. And the one thing I did not pick up that I was interested in was actually another board game. It was the Torpedo Run game. You guys remember that one? The only catch was he wanted like $80 for it. And I'm like, no, I can't do that. I cannot do $80 for a board game that I'm not keeping. That I probably am not going to even play. Alright, so here we... And I do apologize, guys. I know I'm going to be doing a lot of yawning during the show because, like I said, I am now going on 21 hours. Because I was up at freaking 3:30 this morning. Like I said, so if anybody knows anything about Creator by Creator, please let me know. I don't know much about it. Like I said, the figure looks amazing for the box, but I have not opened it. And I want to, but I don't. I just want, because I want to see what it looks like. But if I do that, I got to cut the tape, and that's going to be a problem. That is going to be a problem. Alright, so, like I said, plus we're doing late night to see if we get anybody new to drop in. So we're kind of doing a listy after dark sort of episode. So basically anything you guys want to talk about, as long as you keep it clean, is on the board and discussable. And I'm trying to think. I think that's everything. But yeah, I was thrilled with some of the comics. Like I said, the two that I love most were the Aztec Ace. Maybe Listy will get loopy. Probably. I probably will at some point. But yeah, the Aztec Ace and the annual of Dark Horse. Those ones look freaking amazing to me. They really, really did. All right, so with that, folks, it's a game show, right? So it's Wits After Dark, which means we got to do a list at least, right? Them's the rules. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, Loopy Listy, Loopy Listy, Loopy Listy, Loopy Listy, Loopy Listy, Loopy Listy, Loopy Listy. I think that was 7. I think that was 7. I think. So yeah, the one I do have to work on deciding what I'm going to do with is this stuff sort of out of the way. They can't get to it and make a mess of things. Is this one? I really what? Loopy listy? Loopy listy, 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 loopy listy. And I ran out of loopy listies. I'm trying to figure out whether or not to open this, and like I want to set this up so bad. I really do. But yeah, like I said, my only disappointment is the 2003 version, and not the 1980s version or 70s version. No, it had to be 80s. It had to be 80s. That is honestly my only disappointment with this one. And it's like, ah. And like I said, they won't throw the tables out of the ring and back in the ring 30,000 times before they decide who wins or loses their match. Alright, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, we do not have the timer actually running, nor are we going to have the timer actually running at the moment, as we start list number 1 of the evening. And for this list, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for wild phrases, because that's right, folks, we're running. We don't know how long we're running. We're probably going to run this part of the show a couple hours, maybe, and then I'll go get some sleep, and then I'll get right back on afterwards, because I've already got a lot of the games set up, or at least the question file set up, and then we will go from there. But it's a birthday stream. I had to be on for my birthday stream, because them's the rules, right? We have rules on occasion. I just don't always know what they are. Oh, let's see what we had. We had wild horses. Definitely on there for one Mr. Sea Chicken. So we give Sea Chicken number 6. See, and you guys are not actually competing with Sari tonight. Because the funny thing was, I jump on Geek Generation like I usually do on Thursdays when I'm not streaming, and see, that's why I know I'm not going to last for more than an hour, maybe a couple of hours. And she's in there. She doesn't even say a word to me. And it's like, I didn't know if she was mad at me, because I told everybody that I was going to be streaming late. I mean, you can ask Sea Chicken, you can ask Walrus. I literally said, do not expect me on normal hours on Thursday night. I will be on late, and I don't know how late. And then we're watching it, and I'm like, my original plan was to watch Nerdy's women's wrestling episode, and then do the show afterwards. And what happens? 4 women can't figure out how to break a table. They can't figure out how to break a table, and it's like, ugh. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on the channel, welcome to List Wits, and we are doing one of our lists tonight. And what we are looking for are 10 items that contain the word wild in them. Now, there are only 10 that we have chosen, and it could be any type of phrase. It could be a short phrase, it could be a long phrase, but the only key to this phrase is it had to have the word wild in it. WILD. But this is a key part of the show. This will always be a part of every show we ever do. And behind one of these, somebody will be getting a shot at the vault, and somebody will be getting a shot, or will be getting a small prize. And speaking of which, while you guys are guessing, I'm going to go grab treasure chest list, and I'm going to put a couple of these items in here that needed to be in here. So let's get Batman and Robin minis. I'm going to put those actually together. Let's see, Sea Chicken gets. Give me a moment, Sea Chicken. I did see you give me a couple of them. Sea Chicken got Walk on the Wild Side. And Fallen got Wild West. Short, sweet, and on the list. So we are down to 4 items. And I'm not going to give any clues on these, so we just literally keep going until all 4 are gotten, until I just get bored with the list. Plain and simple. It's my birthday. I make up the rules as I go along. And my rules are, I want to give away stuff. Alright, so why, thank you for that. I didn't even see who did it, but many thanks. Wild Game, not there. Hey, little C, how are we doing, my friend? Now, you know the worst thing is I just had these in my hand. I just had them in my hand, and I don't think I put them in the box. Alright, so you guys have to help me decide. Alright, we know Kevin Owens will be a large because he's a pop. So you guys have to help me decide. There's Robin. Where's Robin? Where's Batman go? I think Batman fell down to the bottom of the box. Batman fell to the bottom of the box. I gotta go get him. Give me a minute, guys. Come here, Fats. Oh, there he is. So we're gonna pair these guys off as a single small. So we got them in there. Batman and Robin are now in the prize pile. And I figure you can't do one without the other, right? Cannot do one without the other. Can't be done. So we are going to put Batman and Robin together, and they go in this small collection. So we put them, and this is almost a Batman drawer. It almost is. I got like a few small Batman items in there. So we are looking for 4 items left on the wild list. Alright, so you guys have to help me decide. Because they're damaged, or because the cards are not in the best shape, do I put these guys in the smalls or the larges? Do I put them in the smalls or the larges? That's a tough choice, because I mean they do look like larger prizes, but with the cards damaged, it's kind of like, not so sure. I am not so sure. What do you guys think? Now we Rick and Morty piece is going in the smalls. We do know that. So let's get Rick, Mr. Somebody remind me what his name is. Somebody remind me what his name is. I can't remember. Although I guess he's kind of like a Rick and Morty Freddy Krueger. I mean, that's what he looks like, because that's what the sweater looks like, right? Yeah, we'll do it this way, because you can actually see the whole thing there. That's definitely going in the smalls. That I do know. So we're going to put it... That's going to be one of my good, really, really good smalls. Alright, so we're going to drop him right in here. So my choices are the Wildcat. The ones I got to figure out are the Wildcats and the Micro Machines. Because I'm thinking... I don't know what I'm thinking. I got to think about this. So again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, welcome to List Wits. We are the only live interactive game show where you guys are the prize-winning contestants. You guys are on contestant row, and you guys can win prizes such as these. There we go. We'll show off Juggernaut because he's right there and I can grab him. And again, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. We will ship these to you free of charge. No shipping, no handling cost to you. Like I said, Jax just got... I haven't seen Jax in here. We love her and she's not in here. I'm heartbroken. Oh, Red did get... Red got... Get over there. Number 10. Call of the Wild. Call of the Wild definitely on the list. Number 1. So let's get Reds on there. And we are looking for 3 more wild phrases. We are looking for 3 phrases that contain the word wild in them. And again, we are not giving any hints right now. We are not putting anything on a timer. Because, like I said, we're just waiting for people to hopefully come in and wanting and trying to win stuff, such as Kevin Owens, stuff such as the Enchantress, Damn Red said that a while ago. Oh wait. Let me see who said it first. I think I got the wrong person. Fallen has it. I may have picked the wrong name on that one. Give me a moment. I may have picked the wrong name. I may need to get that one. I gotta get that one to Fallen. Fallen actually got that one. So I have to take number 10 and flip it over to Fallen. And this one I can give to Red. The Joker's Wild. You know I had to put a game show in here, right? You guys had to know I was going to put a game show in there. And then we can sort through the comics too while we're at it, while you guys are guessing. So let's sort through the comics and figure out how we're going to do this. So like I said, we got Dark Horse. And what we would definitely put the 2 Superman ones. I think we only have have 5 DC, if we've only got 5 DC ones in here, we'll put the DC ones together. Because we've got the 2 Supermans, so let's see. So we're going to put Superman 1. And where'd the other Superman one go? Gotta find my other Superman one. I know we said there were 2 of them, because there's one with blue Superman. Where did he go? So we're gonna put, let's see, so we'll put Superman, Spinner's Galaxy. So right now, so we actually have about 7 DC comics in here, I think. Let's see. Yep, I should have, Mr. Poker Player. Can't think of a Joker card. Shame on you. Alright, so let's see. And like I said, the only disappointment was she actually stuck 2 identical ones in. So I'm going to separate those. And I think that's it for DC ones. But we're checking. Oh, wait, there's another DC one. Just because it's got Lobo. And like I said, somebody tell me I'm right. Tell me that it is Lobo. Somebody tell me that is Lobo, because that's who I think that is. Yep, you're in a timeout. Shame on you. Alright, yep, I think that's it for the DC ones. So we're going to have to actually break the DC ones down a little bit more. Or, alright, let's see what we got for, so we got Marvel, more Dark Horse. So put the Dark Horses together at the moment. Let's see what we can break up here. I so want to open this one just to read it. I really, actually I do have to open it because there's a guy's address in here that I got to take out. So that one I'll have to open at some point. Let's see, so we got another Marvel, that's 3 Marvels. So we may break these up by producers. That may be the easiest way to do these ones. Hornhead, you are not helping me out in my sorting pile. Hornhead's being a pain in the butt. Alright, so we got that Marvel, and that Marvel, and Rogue. Like I said, anytime Rogue gets her butt kicked, it's like Fantasy Dreams. Because then it's like, ooh, never mind, we're not going to go there. Ah, damn it, Fallen. I was hoping that one kept, well, I will say it did last for a while. I will say that one did last for a while. Man versus Wild. Alright, so we ended up, so right now we've got it broken down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 9 non-Marvel, non-DC ones. Well, officially 8, because like I said, I'm going to split these up. I just have to figure out how I'm going to split them up. Buck Wild. And if Fatality was here, he would say Buck Naked right after that. Guaranteed. Alright, so we got those to try to separate. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we've got 6 DC comics. I'm wondering, do I leave them? Do I leave the 6 DC ones together? I'm thinking we can't. I'm thinking we just leave the DC ones together. What do you guys think? Like I said, I don't know what it is. I am not a Superman fan. But like I said, that comic worked. That cover works. But like I said, to me, I always look more at the back And some of them are good, some of them, see, I don't like the back of that one. That one's kind of dull. But yeah, I swear this is Lobo. I swear it's Lobo, but I don't know for sure. Alright, so we'll leave the 6 DC ones together, I think. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Marvel. See, now I'm getting back to that situation. Alright, so we know we're gonna leave Namor and Nomad together. We'll definitely leave those two together. Let's see, X-Men in the Infinity Watch. Okay, so I'm almost saying this one has to come out. I'm almost saying this one has to come out just because it's screwy. But like I said, when you get somebody named Pip, who looks like an idiot with a crown on his head, and he's beating up Hulk, Wolverine, Iron Man. Let's see, who else is in that pile? I think there's Jean Grey. But it's like, I almost say that one's the one that has to be separated from the rest. Or the Fantastic Force. See, but it's such an early issue out of the set. It's kind of hard to say, take this one out. So let's see, they said that was 94. These are all sealed and in bubble wrap. So well, no, Nomad is not. Let's see what year this one was published. 92. This is a tough decision because I do have to break up the independent ones, because I do have to separate. Alright, so what we will do, let's see, let's put the Image ones together. We'll put 2 of the Dark Horse ones together. We're going to put the Fly with the Image ones. And then we got to drop the other Dark Horse in the other pile. So that's 4 there. And that puts 5 in this pile. Alright, I think we got it. So we have our comics kind of sorted out. We have the Dummy's Guide to Danger. Put Aztec Ace, Time Walker, Rebel number 1, and a Decade of Dark Horse together. Like I said, Aliens, Outlanders, Nexus, and the Mask. Can't go wrong with Dark Horse. You really can't. Or at least you couldn't when they were young. Nowadays, I'm not so sure, because like I said, I haven't bought comics in so long. Alright, so we're going to put those 5 together. So, we're going to take this envelope, and we'll put these 5 in here. And these will definitely go in the smalls. We always put comics in the smalls, always. Just because they're nice, they stand out, they're different. Alright, so we got 5 in that set. We have, what did I say? I think We said we had 6 in the Marvel set. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we got 6 in the Marvel set. So we will put those together. That was an easier sorting job than some of my others. But that's probably just because of the numbers. It's easier to sort 20 than it is to sort about 60 of them. Which I've had to do in the past. Then we got the Lobo DC set. Like I said, I love the fact that this is one of those, it gives the old school Action Comics logo. Because that was the days. Like I said, I still find this one, this cover hilarious. And like I said, the best part is got an astronaut from Rabin. Cool. Now here's something I did not know about the aliens in Aliens. Did you know that aliens could read your mind? I don't remember them having that ability. I don't remember them having the mind reading ability. Let's see, what other comics? And then we've got Legends Darkness or Not. Oh, okay. So see, I never remember him by Rabbit. I always remember him by ZGT. Which one did you get? Did you get one of the level 1s, level 2s, or level 3s? I've been meaning to get back in there. I just haven't had time. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what it is, but it's like basically the back of the covers that are more important. Let's see. And then, like I said, 'cause I had a Commodore 64, the greatest computer ever made. Alright, so we're going to put the DC ones together. All the silence was good, my friend. What's the happenings? But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are joining us, welcome to List Wits. We are the one with the only live interactive game show where we give away stuff every episode. And what I am going to do is let's get that so it doesn't fall over, because I still need one more bag because I got one more set. I'm going to now start the timer for this one. For the last word on the list. And like I said, tonight we're doing things a little different time-wise. See, the thing is, I only have 4 in this set. That's what's going to bug me, is I only have 4 in the independent set. And like I said, I don't know who came up with this idea of a design for a superhero. I really don't. Long blonde hair, a red heart for a logo with 2 bones over it. Comics Greatest World Rebel. I don't even know if it's an origin story or if it's... I'm trying to figure out what this one actually is. But yeah, see, it's kind of like it's all right to only have 4, just because of the old school. Like I said, I am a huge fan of any comic cover that looks old. If it has the pardon me. trying to see what other ads they have in here. Like I said, that's always the fun part, is to look back at the ads and see what we had. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if... Oh, dude. Now this is why I love comics. Or why I love comics as a kid. You guys remember the old advertisements? Like you would see one like this in every comic book, the Muscles advertisement. Basically, it's like you go from geek to Superman in 7 days. I always loved those. Let's see, what other ads were in this one? And then you got, is it a UFO? Right, there we go. Wait, you don't remember seeing these? You don't? Oh, dude, Walrus, I can't believe you don't remember seeing these in comic books. But yeah, that's the ad. It's basically Muscles in 7 days. Dynamic tension starts giving results you can feel and your friends will notice. Big, useful muscles. Gain weight if needed. Lose hot belly. Send name and address for free information to Charles Atlas, P.O. Box 3R, Madison Square Station, New York, New York. Although I will say this one doesn't have as many those old school ads in them as I remember the good ones had. Because the good ones would have the X-ray vision glasses and the sea monkeys. Sorry me. Like I said, guys, you guys have to bear with me. Like I said, I've been up for a while. And then Cool World. Anybody remember that movie? I know I do. You were a kid and you saw the commercials for Cool World. It's like, oh, dude, I get to go see something adult-oriented. No, they wouldn't let you in. Trying to see if we had any more advertisements in here for sea monkeys or something. But I think we got out of that point by this point in time. Who's next? Alright, so we have 4 sets of comics set away. I'm trying to remember Brigade, because I loved Image, I loved Dark Horse, and I don't remember these guys. I really don't. Really don't remember them, and I'm trying to. Alright, so we're going to drop these in here, and then we will add these to the small prize pile list. So we have, let's get over to the smalls. Pull F comic. And we have Marvel Comics set. And how many did I say were in there? 6, I think, right? 1, 2. How many did I say were in this one, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there were 6 of them in there. Alright, so we got 6 of those. Call this the Nomad set because that's the one on the top. It never fit. They're all weird words. You guys say they're all weird words. All right, and we have the mini independent comics is what we'll call them. With Rebel on the top, Rebel set. So it starts with a Rebel and ends with a kiss. Then we have the DC Comics set, which I think we said was 6. I hope. And finally, the 5 set for independent comics, and we are going to put the Dummy's Guide to Comics on the top, because that way I know I can't miss it. Like I said, that I think is just the best name ever for a comic book. A Dummy's Guide to Danger. Alright, so we have those in there. Close those out. Yep, close enough for government work. Besides which, if I miscount, you guys can just yell at me like you always do when I goof up something on prices, right? Alright, so we're going to drop these in the comic drawer. And I still got a lot of comic ones to give away. There are still a lot of comic ones. So everything else I think we're going to put in the largest, including the Wildcats. I think we'll even put the Wildcats in the largest for now. Although, I may pull them out and put them in the smalls later. But not at the moment. But yeah, guys, like I said, this to me was the best pickup, statue-wise. It's even better than the Juggernaut one. And like I said, it is heavy. But it looks so freaking gorgeous. It really does. But yeah, guys, for those of you that like winning stuff, this is something you guys could win. Large set is in this box right here. Like I said, this is the one I'm debating on. Like I said, it's Micro Machine, so I think it kind of deserves to be in the small, but it's an entire freaking mini playset. It's an entire mini playset. Well, see, you should have been here earlier, Simon. I actually didn't have the timer on. In addition, the 4-letter word is still up there. Like I said, it's a new setup. Unfortunately, I have to change it pretty much every time I'm going to do this. But what I'm going to do is you guys will see... Oops, I keep pointing the wrong way, right? We're way over there on the far side of the screen. That's where I'm going to leave the 4-letter words. That way, I can basically have a 4-letter word puzzle just going the whole time. Excuses, excuses. No excuses, silence. I'm looking for something real quick. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Like I said, what it'll be is the 4-letter word will be up there most of the time, unless I have a big puzzle idea in my head or created. And that way we don't have to worry about a timer on the 4-letter word. So if you guys just want to keep guessing at some point, you can just keep guessing. And just to show you what it does, and I'm just going to do this to show you guys, and I'm going to come right back to this one because the next one is not there. If I were to change to the next board, I can jump to the next board just like that, and I don't have to change anything. I can leave that one slideshow running, and actually that slideshow needs to go on my other desktop. That slideshow needs to go on that desktop. And you know what we need? We need music. We need music. That's why I'm having problems. So yeah, it's kind of a new setup. So that you guys can get another vault shot at just any random location. So it's basically, once that one's solved, I basically go into the bot, I turn the word off, I change the word, go to the next puzzle, and then pull that one up. The trick is, I've got to have, if I'm doing this way, I literally have to have about 10 puzzles like ready at all times. I think there are exactly 10 4-letter words right now. And that way, if nobody gets it, I don't have to show it until somebody gets it. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are joining us at whatever time in the morning, nope, nobody's cracked the vault yet. The vault is still closed. And I almost want to swap out the prize I have in the vault for the Juggernaut. Speak of the English, the Juggernaut bust. But I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that just yet. So I still have to put Paddington in the prize pile. All of those in the prize pile. The Star Wars figures in the prize pile. And the Napoleon Dynamite figures in the prize pile. So I got actually a lot of larges. Which has me thinking I got to swap some stuff for into the smalls. What I really need to do, yeah, Juggernaut. Where's Juggernaut? The Juggernaut bust. See, there you go, Silence. The Juggernaut bust. Gets number 5, and I only think one person was close, and what they went with was like just way too far off for me to accept. Number 5 on the list was Wild About Mary. I'm wild about Mary, and Mary's wild about me. Big Kahuna. Not quite, Fallen. You're close. I know you're close on that one. So for our wild phrases, we had Wild Goose Chase, Hog Wild, Wild Wild West, Wild Turkey, Wild About Mary, Wild Horses Couldn't Drag Me Away. You never would have guessed that one. It was a very popular song. Joker's Wild, Man vs. Wild, and Call of the Wild. Alright, so let's see what we got. So for one of the few times ever, we don't have Sari on the list because Sari's not here. She's in bed. Despite the fact that I told everybody that tonight's show was going to start a little late. Or a lot late. Alright, so let's see what we got. We got Sea Chicken with 4, Fallen with 3, and Red with 2. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to load up the celebrities, which is 0 celebrities. We're going to load up the prizes, which is 1 prize slot, and we are going to find out who just claimed a small prize from the prize pile. And we always get rid of the one, and we hope Wild About Mary is not on the winning slot. It is not, which means somebody will be getting a small and somebody will be getting a vault shot. I hate it when I do that. Anyway, I have a cough right before I was doing that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Since Silence said it was wild horses, could wild horses drag Sea Chicken to a vault? No, the wild horses did not drag Sea Chicken to the vault. So it is Sea Chicken down to 3. And then we go my favorite one on here, which Fallen got, which is Man versus Wild, which is basically Fallen versus Sea Chicken versus Red. And it is not Man versus Wild. Alright. In that case, let's go with who you want to jinx next, Silence? You want to jinx Sea Chicken, Red, or Fallen? I'm going to let Silence choose which one we reveal next. Just because he just woke up. Nobody. No, we already did the nobody one. That was number 5. Nobody got number 5. Let's go with Wild Turkey. Just because it's birthday and we are going to be drinking alcohol tonight. Is it Wild Turkey? Oh, Sea Chicken, you might be getting drunk. You might be seeing double, but you are not seeing double prizes. Alright, let's go with Fallen's Wild West. Is it the Wild West? It is not. So it is a very, very, very calm West. Alright, so Sea Chicken's at 2, Red's at 2, Fallen at 1. And we are going to do Mr. Red Walrus's Joker's Wild. It is not the Joker's Wild, so it's a straight up win for somebody. So Sea Chicken, chasing a prize, chasing a vault shot. Is he on a wild goose chase? He's on a wild goose chase. Which means Red, Sea Chicken, and Fallen each have a 1 in 3 chance of either the vault or the small prize. And that means Sea Chicken's taking a walk on a very dangerous wild side. Is it walk on the wild side? It is Walk on the Wild Side, which means Sea Chicken will be getting the small prize. Sea Chicken is just making a habit of collecting small prizes now. And that means either Red or Fallen will be getting the vault shot. And Red goes hog wild for the vault shot. Red will be getting the vault shot, and Fallen just called and got nobody on the other end of the line, wild or otherwise. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, let me get the treasure chest open and the vault open. And we always start with the treasure chest when we're this close. All right, so with that, see, we need a number from 1 to 199. And I think what we'll do is we'll do just this one board, and then I'm gonna get some sleep. And as soon as I get up in the morning, we're literally gonna start from when I get up. That way I can get up, take a shower, wake up, and all that good stuff. All right, Sea Chicken says, let's go with treasure chest number 10. It is treasure chest number 10 for Sea Chicken. And in treasure chest number 10 for Sea Chicken, it is the Peter Pan Happy Meals toys. Let me go get the right one. There he is. So Sea Chicken gets his own Captain Hook. And his own little crocodile. And there's the crocodile. And there is Captain Hook. So Sea Chicken, congratulations, my friend. Those are now yours. And with that, Sea Chicken's box of smalls gets a little more full. So we drop that in there. So Sea Chicken's actually has a decent number of stuff in here. He's got the Mickey Mini Pluto set. He's got Captain Hook and the crocodile. I love the crocodile figure. I will be honest, I think that crocodile figure is absolutely fantastic. And I was so glad I actually had a Captain Hook to go with him. He also has Cinderella. Sea Chicken's becoming a Disney collector and a Pixar collector and a Hellboy set collector and the science fiction magazine collectors. The timeline tomorrow is literally going to be following when I get up, and I don't know what time I'm going to get up. Cinderfella, Cinderfella. Until I literally fall asleep. That is going to be my timeline. Is literally going to be I told you guys I was starting late tonight for a reason. That's because I've been trying to put together some stuff for today. But it's literally going to be as soon as I get up, get showered, eat some food, I'm coming down and I'm going to start streaming. I don't know what time it'll start, so make sure you guys have the notifications on. And it's going to go forever. Like I said, my goal originally was to start tonight and just keep going, but I didn't get a nap after I got home from the office because I was spent so much time working on stuff. So it was, all right, I know I'm not going to be able to do that, so I'm just going to do whatever I can tonight or last night today. And then, like I said, when I get up this morning or this afternoon, because like I said, we're going to finish up here, we're going to shut it down, and I got to go see what Red had said. Red had said something about doing something, keeping it on. I missed that one. What was that you had said, Red? Keep it on all night. We promise not to break anything. No, because like I said, I'm not going to keep it on because I don't trust the trolls who will come in and it's like, all right, what's the point of this? Now, I can keep the trivia bot on, even though I won't be streaming, so the trivia bot would actually keep running. But keeping the stream up with me not on there, not talking, not doing anything, and not so much. Because it kind of defeats the purpose. It kind of defeats the purpose. And actually, you got to do like Gus calls them. Cinderfelly, Cinderfelly. That's what you got to do, Red. Cinderfelly. Alright, so with that, we are going to take Red over to the vault. And I do have to get the vault open, so give me a minute. And as you guys can see, the 4-letter word is still up there. Ta-da! All the way over there. You guys see it? I just can't point to it. Unless I move the camera, which I might do. Alright, Red, we got 2 rows left. Which row would you like me to pull the incorrect number from? And I'm going to close out the list for now. All right, Red says let's take one out of the white row. So we are going to go to the white row, and we are going to remove the 9. So the combination of the vault either starts with a 71 or a 72. So Red, what number is going to open the vault? I'm actually kind of hoping Red gets this. I am kind of hoping Red gets this because then we can start with like a completely brand new vault. All right, Red says the combination to the vault is 7, 2, 6, 4. We have 7264 into the computer. We lock it in. And we hit the button. And we hear... oh, the very, very, very sad sounds of the very, very sad trombone. Alright, guys, so like I said, we're going to wrap it up here at the moment. I'm going to go get some sleep. Like I said, as soon as I get up, which will, knowing me and my schedule, the way I've gotten used to it, maybe 4 o'clock this morning, which may be in like 3 hours. I doubt it, but you never know, because I know my alarm will go off. Um, so again, from me and the pterodactyl, I kind of want to put a battery in him, because like I said, I know that's the only thing he needs is a battery put in him. And like I said, it claims it makes 20 different sounds. Claims it makes. I've only ever been able to get it to make like 4, I think. But I've actually given him away before. Um, and I know Paige was mad because Paige wanted this. And I'm like, I saw this and I'm like, all right, I'm going to be nice and pick this one up and give Paige another shot at it. Oh, crap, I got another small over here. Plus, so I got a couple of things I have to do before I start streaming in the morning. I got a couple more small prizes I'm going to sort through and add to the pile. Because I just remembered I actually have another old magazine that I found. And I got to figure out what to do with it. Alright, so like I said, guys, I'm going to go get some sleep. As soon as I'm up, as soon as I shower, eat breakfast, and maybe get a couple things sorted. We're going to start real early tomorrow, or today. Like I said, birthday stream. And like I said, that's why I said to let you guys know I was starting late. Was because I had to set a lot of stuff up for today. And then what do we always do on my birthday and gift time and Christmas time? We give away the presents. We don't keep the presents. And that is the plan for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys in a little while. Like I said, anywhere from 3 hours to 8 hours from now. We'll have to see. And then we're just going to basically run with it. Don't know how long we're going to last, how long we're going to stay awake, but we're basically going to run with it. So with that, guys, we will see you guys very shortly today. And hopefully give away a lot of prizes. So until then, folks. Oh, wait. Let's go do this so you guys can see the answer to the trivia bot before I shut it down. There we go. Trivia bot's giving you guys the answer. So we will see you guys in a few hours as we celebrate your host's birthday by hopefully giving away a lot of prezzies. So until then, guys, you guys have a good morning, and we will see you guys in a little bit. Y'all have a good one now. You hear?